Hey agents, we got the daily targeted loot allocation for June 27th, 2020, and I just want to let you guys know I've been having a lot more subscriptions lately from you guys. I really appreciate that. It just helps my videos get seen more, and you guys get to see them a lot more, especially if you turn those bell notifications on, because I have a lot more builds coming out, discussions. The content's going to get a lot more heavy, so stay tuned. So starting in the dark zones today, we got pistols at DZ West, we got light machine guns at DZ South, and we got Petrol Defense Group in DZ East. I don't really recommend anything for the dark zones today. The only DZ exclusive I can think of off the top of my head is the Black Friday light machine gun. It's honestly just a collectible for me. I wouldn't really farm for it unless you don't have it, you really want it as probably a collectible, but it was pretty good in I think TU7, but I still don't use it. It's up to you guys if you want to grab it. If you're looking for the Bullet King or Pestilence, I would look at Roosevelt Island today. I would farm it on Challenging or Heroic if you're still looking for Bullet King or Pestilence. The exotics drop a lot, better if you just farm on Challenging. It decreases the loot pool to where you can get exotics more easily than if you do them on Heroic. As far as I know and from my own experience, when I farm them on Heroic, they don't drop as easily, when I'm looking for something targeted like the Bullet King or the Pestilence. But that's in my own experience and what I've also read. Maybe you want to do it on Heroic. Either way, you can. You're not going to have to go into the Dark Zone and deal with the Foundry Bulwark meta. Alright, so in the northern area, we got gloves at Camp White Oak, we got body armor at Coney Island Amusement Park, masks at Manning National Zoo, and Alps Summit ornament at Coney Island Ballpark. The main one I'd recommend here is Camp White Oak for gloves. If you're looking for BTSU gloves, you can get them from Black Tusk because they have a much higher drop rate chance. So this is going to be one of the highlights of today is BTSU gloves at Camp White Oak. If you don't have them already, go grab them. Alright, so the highlights for West End, or the West Side, is going to be Grupo Sombra at West End, Murakami Industries at Federal Emergency Bunker, Providence Defense at Downtown West, gear sets at Bank Headquarters, submachine guns at Constitutional Hall, Seska SRO at DCD Headquarters, Gila Guard over here at Potomac Event Center, of course the light machine guns at Roosevelt Island, holsters at Tidal Basin, and shotguns at the Pentagon. So the main highlights would be the holsters in Tidal Basin because you can get the Imperial Dynasty holster now from Warlords of New York exotics because they drop. The Warlords of New York exotics now drop from targeted loot. So definitely go and grab that today if you don't have it already. If you're looking for the Sweet Dreams, you can get that at the Pentagon, although I don't always recommend farming the Pentagon. That's up to you. If you're looking for the Lady Death, you can get it at Constitutional Hall. I'd recommend farming these 3 control points if you're still looking for it. If you're looking for the Chatterbox, I have a quick 5-minute video on how to get it. I would definitely prefer getting it as a quest item as opposed to farming it for targeted loot, although I have gotten 2 more since farming some machine gun areas. But I always recommend the quest items, just do them. And if you don't have them already, you're not going to be able to get them until you complete the quest line for it and get the exotic parts. I always recommend Providence Defense, so you always want to farm for these. Gear sets, I just found the Foundry Bulwark mask I was looking for yesterday when it was at DCD Headquarters. So I would go ahead and farm this area if you're looking for Foundry Bulwark, Future Initiative, Eclipse Protocol, and I have Eclipse Protocol build that I'll throw in the card in the top right for you guys. So I would check that out as well. And Murakami Industries on top of that. It's good for high-end skill builds because of the extra skill duration from it. In Grupo Sombra, you can farm over here at West End, or you can farm over here on Legendary or Heroic for Capital Building for those extra 15% crit hit damage and for the 15%, or sorry, the 15% explosives damage for an explosive artillery turret build. Alright, so let's go to the highlights for the east side. We got submachine guns again, but in downtown east. We got Sokolov Concern at District Union Arena. We got Overlord Ornaments at Viewpoint Museum, Assault Rifles at American History Museum, Marksman Rifles at Judiciary Square, Hana U at East Mall, Grupo Sombra at Capitol Building Stronghold, Fenner's Group AB at Air and Space Museum, Backpacks at Jefferson Plaza, and Wyvernware at Space Administration HQ. I would farm here at Wyvernware because you're going to at least need 1 piece for that 10% skill damage for a Legendary Assault Turret Striker Drone build. I'll put that in a card as well in the top right if you need help putting that together. If you already have one put together and you need higher rolls, go ahead and farm at Space Administration HQ for Wyvernware. If you're looking for a backpack, that's up to you. You can farm control points over here at West Potomac Park, or you can just farm backpacks at Jefferson Plaza. It depends on whether you like missions or control points more. In my experience, it's about the same, but I don't know for sure. Maybe you guys can tell me in the comment section below. Assault rifles, you can get P416 variants, you can get military AKM, FAMAS, or the Chameleon. That's exotics and top tier assault rifles you can grab today at American History Museum. Hana U is my favorite area to farm in East Mall because you have 4 control points back to back you can farm. So if you're looking for the Force Multiplier backpack, I'd farm the type, not the brand. But if you're looking for any Hana U pieces, you can always just farm in this general area for them. And then of course Grupo Sombro, if you're looking for a really good rolled gear piece, I would farm that on Legendary. Just like if you're looking for a good light machine gun, say you need like an M60 but you want the rolls to be higher, farm it on Legendary. And the same with Sokolo Concern, if you're looking for any of the gear pieces for that, try farming it on Legendary and tell me how the loot is compared to Heroic or Challenging. And then of course Overlord Ornaments, if you're looking for the Fox Pairs knee pads, it's over there I believe in Battery Park today at New York City, so you might want to skip that if you're only looking for the knee pads. And then if you're looking for the Nemesis, you have to have had the blueprint already or the Nemesis already and crafted it. Otherwise, you go to Grand Washington Hotel to get the blueprint. That's after you get the parts from Tidal Basin and all the other ones for the invaded missions. Otherwise, you can't get the Nemesis unless you already have it and you've done the blueprint already. If you've done the Season 2 track and you've gotten the Mantis from it already, then you can farm targeted loot for it now. Alright, let's go to New York City and finish this thing up. So we got Golan Gear at Civic Center, Rifles at the Tombs, Walker and Harris at 2 Bridges, Badger Tough at Stranded Taker, Body Armor at Pathway Park, Knee Pads at Battery Park, Mass at Liberty Island, Douglas and Harding at Wall Street. I always recommend Golan Gear at Civic Center, Walker, Harris & Co. at 2 Bridges. Those are the top ones I'd farm for in New York City today. They're not targeted loot anywhere else in Washington, D.C. This is an open world area, so you can farm New York as much as you want. The open world bosses, public executions, the public broadcasts, all that stuff, the propaganda ones, you can farm these all day and get the Walker and Harris & Co. And I think the Matador backpack is not a DZ exclusive, but let me know in the comment section below if you found them outside of the Dark Zone. And then Golan Gear is great with the Eclipse Protocol build for the extra 10% status effects. So check that out as well. And I'll have all my build videos on the pinned comments below and in cards in the top right. If you're looking for a good Merciless or M1A or Diamondback, go ahead and check out the Tombs area. It's the only targeted loot for rifles today that I know of. And then knee pads for Fox Bears knee pads or the Ninja Bike messenger pads as well. So this is a good place to farm all over today if you're looking for all sorts of different stuff. That's it for the target loot allocation for June 27th, 2020. Overall, I'd say that targeted loot's getting a lot better because there's so many builds that I'm making. I have a few already in works that I'll be making build videos for. So stay tuned for that. Otherwise, I'm finding that I'm all over the place looking for all sorts of different exotics. Well, I just finished the last exotic I needed, but I'm all over the place looking for all sorts of different gear. The only one I'm not really looking for is like Richter and Kaiser. That's pretty much it, and like system mods and all that stuff. Most things I'm looking for because there's all sorts of different build diversity I feel like in this game, so I'm enjoying it a lot. And let me know in the comment section if you guys are enjoying this title update 10 a lot more. Anyway, I'll let you guys go. This is Shadow Gaming, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care, agents.